Hey y'all, my name is Maisie. If you haven't been to my channel before, I am that crazy plant lady, and this channel is all about planty things. Today I wanted to show you guys all the plants I got in January. Please don't judge me, it might be a large haul. We're not gonna keep count today. So the very first plant that I have is sitting right in front of me. I believe it is called a monkey's tail cactus. I'm not really sure. I also got this cute little pot to put it in. It's still in the little nursery pot though. I'm not gonna show you because it's spiky. It's very soft like this, but if you whack into it, you got some needles in your hand. So it's not completely safe, but it is on the softer side. Next little guy is this watermelon Pepperoni. Y'all have seen him sitting in the back of my video. He's starting to lean, so I think that when I put him up, I'm gonna put him up facing this way. I found him at Walmart. I actually looked at a few Walmarts before I found him or her. Why are some plants she's for me and some plants are he's? Because this guy is a guy. And I looked and looked and looked for him, and then I found him at one of my local nurseries after I bought this one. But I'm honestly thankful that I bought this one, even though it was a little bit more pricey. It's honestly worth it for this size, because this thing is bigger than my head. And this leaf right here, like for example, this leaf right here is like the size of my hand. And I'm gonna make so many babies from this, it's gonna be insane. The next plant, I'm not sure if I featured this in one of my videos. This might have been in December, but I'm not sure. But this plant is the Begonia Maculata. I don't know if I highlighted it really, but I've just really enjoyed having this plant. It's gorgeous. These polka dots are everything. At my local nursery, I found this Hoya pubicalix splash. It was only about $20, and it's a very mature plant, and it has very beautiful splash variegation. I'm kind of new to Hoyas, so this guy is my little baby, and I'm really trying. I'm not struggling so far, so wish me luck. So I already have this plant, but I really wanted a giant hanging basket, and I found one at, again, Walmart from Costa Farms. They're really stepping up their plant game, or their plant game was always good, but just not in my area. But I got this giant hanging basket. It's not giant, but it's pretty big compared to the plant I have already. It is a Philodendron Brazil, if I haven't already said that. It's really heavy. Again, the Walmart near me likes to really drench their plants when they come in. It's probably good for them to an extent, but they end up being really waterlogged. Honestly, I have no clue what this beautiful begonia is. If you know what this begonia is, please tell me. I found this at Lowe's. No, I freaking hate. Oh, this better not be. Well, I guess I just have fungus gnats all over the room, but this says fungus gnats. But if you know what this is, the back of the leaves are this beautiful red color, and the front is this kind of dark burgundy green. Burgundy green, is that a thing? If you know what it is, please tell me. It's gorgeous. Another impressive Costa Farms find is this Calathea Mosaica. I think I hauled this too a while back, probably earlier in the month, but it's just gorgeous. And here, I'll show you a little bit closer up. Oh my god, there's literally a fungus gnat on my phone. This plant I found at a nursery about 2 towns over, and I was honestly just baffled. This was $20. It's a Calathea Orbifolia. It is gorgeous, and I wanted it for so long. It's in such good condition. It probably has fungus gnats too now. There's a few leaves that are a little beaten up, but it's okay. I found this beautiful Rattlesnake Calathea at my local co-op, and it's pretty small, but it's honestly a really good size for me because it's just so cute, and I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on Calatheas because I know that eventually they're gonna lose their beauty. Not eventually, if I do a good job. Let's just put it that way. Well, this plant I was really looking for, like high and low. It was on the top of my wish list. It is the Calathea Sabrina. And this one looks a little small, I know, but I'm still really fortunate to have her. She's gorgeous. Just look at those beautiful velvety leaves. Recently, I think, as in yesterday recently, I bought this begonia. It's a Rex begonia, but I'm not sure what type. This is just from, I believe it was Lowe's. It might have been a Home Depot. I think it was Lowe's though. But Lowe's is better than Home Depot, I'm just gonna say. In my area, if you know what Rex begonia this is, if it is a Rex begonia, please tell me in the comments. I really love to know the names of my plants. But look at those, look at the undersides of the leaves. This plant I did get today, so technically it's February, but I'm going to add it in there. This is called a Cyclamen. I've never seen these plants, but I saw it and I was like, that's mine. They have these beautiful flowers that are somehow like kind of upside down. That is actually like the, the center of the flower. I don't know what that's the scientific name for the center of the flower is. And then they kind of fold upwards on themselves like these little cups, and it's so cute. And the leaves, if you can see, kind of look like, to me, they look like some of the like more rare anthuriums, like clarinervium, like this pattern of the leaf kind of looks similar to me, and it kind of gives me that same vibe. And so I'm here for it, because if you saw my last video, I can't keep an anthurium alive to save my life for some reason. I traded this plant for a Pink Lady Peperomia propagation that I had, and that little baby was so cute and hard to give away, but I already have a Pink Lady and I can propagate more. And so anyway, I got this silver, is it Silvery Ann or Silvery Lady? I think it's the Silvery Ann Scindapsus. It's dripping because I had it sitting in water because I just watered it. But I'm really excited to have this. I actually have a few more cuttings. They are just rooting. These ones are already rooted, so I just put them straight in here. I really enjoyed this. I already have the Scindapsus exotica and the Scindapsus argyrius, but I really want the Scindapsus satin jade, and this is kind of like the closest thing I can get to it right now, because this has more green, or it can have more green if you give it less sunlight. So I think I'm going to probably put this in like a low light area of my house, and hopefully I'll get a little bit less silver and a little bit more green. I know that sounds strange, most people want the silver, but something about the satin dark green, just, it does it for me, you know? It does it for me. Like, I love variegation, but I also love velvety plants. I love velvet in general though. These two I found at a local nursery. Shout out to White River in the Northwest Arkansas area if you're around here. I love this plant. I actually have, you know, searched high and low for a big frozen jade. This one is a good like 6-inch plant. Eventually it will trail. Variegated pothos, especially the smaller leaf ones, take forever to trail. I'm really excited to own this. I have a really small frozen jade, but I'm very excited to have a large plant. I really enjoy pothos. They are probably one of my favorite genuses of plants. If you want to be fancy. Same nursery, I found this for $16. I know that might be a little bit on the higher side, but it's a really large plant. So I'm not really complaining. It's not really a high price for this large a plant, but I really wanted, for a long time, I wanted a black cardinal philodendron. So this girl's a little messy. She needs to be, her leaves need to be washed, but I finally have my hands on a black cardinal, and y'all, I don't know why I wanted her so bad, but I just did. I have a Macaulay's Finale, Congo red philodendron, and I have a Prince of Orange, but I still, there's something about this beautiful black cardinal, and if this comes out to be a Prince of Orange somehow, and they just made it look like a black cardinal with the lighting, I'm going to cry because I want a black cardinal so bad. I just think they're gorgeous plants. I don't usually go for like the dark foliage. I do have a Raven's Easy cutting, but I'm not really here for the dark foliage. I'm all about that jungle green, but there's something about this that I wanted this plant for a really long time. This plant, I featured this plant in a Steve Leaves unboxing, but I just wanted to show you her now on her little moss pole. This is my Monstera Peru. I got this plant in a giveaway, so I really want to like give back on that karma and cut it up and share it with some people. So if y'all want to do some trades, I would be interested in that. And I'm also thinking about maybe doing my own giveaway with a propagation. But I just want to show y'all her on her little moss pole. She hasn't really acclimated to this yet. I wanted to put her in a plastic pot, but I didn't have any plastic pots around that were the right size for the moss pole. So I think I just have to be a little bit more diligent about watering her. And I'm also going to fill this with pebbles so she can have her own little ambient humidity tray. Another really exciting Walmart find is my Monstera Peru. These are all of the leaves she came with. I think she had one yellowing leaf, but honestly, it's a fantastic plant. And this is another Costa Farms plant. You can tell by these like ceramic pots. Monstera Peru. I literally always second guess that name. I always want to call it a Monstera Dubai, which is something else, but gorgeous plant. Hey, do you guys actually know that like shaking your plants is healthy for them because it makes them stronger? There's no wind in your house except for if you have a really powerful ceiling fan. So, you know, wiggle your plants every once in a while. Give them some exercise. This was bought yesterday on the last day of January. And this is my very first ZZ plant. If you take her out of the pot, her roots are going crazy. But this pot is so cute and it fits her so well. So I'm definitely going to wait till summer until I repot her. But I'm definitely going to utilize this pretty pot. This next plant is really exciting and I wish I could have done an unboxing, but I was on my way to work. But this plant is from Botanica. So shout out to Botanicas for an amazing plant with amazing foliage that honestly, I couldn't have received it in better condition. It's a fantastic plant. This is a Philodendron, oh God, why am my brain is blanking. Monstera. This is a Philodendron composportianum, if I'm saying that right. And eventually she gets these very beautiful leaves with kind of, I would say like a Syngonian shape if I could compare it to anything. Having these kind of like dog ears in a way. But I am just a sucker for a velvety plant, and I don't think this is actually like technically botanically rare, but it is one of those like rare sought after plants, and I would say that it was technically, if I can call it rare, my first rare or uncommon plant, besides a few pothos and monsteras that I have that I wouldn't call rare, but I would call uncommon. So I've actually been keeping that plant in this little fish tank for quite a while, but I just took it out and set it next to a humidifier so it can acclimate to its new environment a little bit better. Also, it's just kind of getting too big for the fish tank, so I have to take it out. The wonderful lady, I don't know if I should say her name, but she's a family friend. She works at White River Nursery, and she kindly, after I had purchased a few plants, allowed me to take a cutting of this Black Pagoda lipstick plant, which I have not found anywhere in my area, except for I think I found it a few towns over. I'm sorry, my dog is acting up. But I think I found it a few towns over, but it was really expensive for kind of small pot. So anyway, I took that cutting and I came home and I put it in a really airy, barky mixture with a lot of perlite. And I put it in this little fish tank cloche under my grow light so it can propagate and maybe pop out some new growth soon. I also keep in this little fish tank right now this little Philodendron lemon lime upright, I was really excited to have this plant. It is one of my wish list plants. Again, it's not like an uncommon plant, but in my area, it is really uncommon. So yeah, this plant didn't come in the best condition, but it was winter and you can only do so much with a heat pack. But it's rehabbing and I'm sure it'll be huge by this time next year. So I think this is the last plant. This is a Ripsalis. I cannot remember the scientific name for it. It probably needs some water. No, it definitely needs some water. I've heard it is called a pencil cactus or a pencil succulent or something like that. If you know the scientific name, drop that down below. I would highly appreciate that. I guess that's the end of this video. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you want to. And if you want to follow my Instagram, it's Maisie's Plants. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video and I hope y'all keep an eye out for more. Bye!